Boxing King Media in association with Boxro, with a light heavyweight prospect, MICK LEARMONTH. Have I pronounced that right, Mick?
You have, mate, yeah, you have. Yeah.
So, Leeds lad, obviously I've never met you before, and some of our viewers, obviously I've never interviewed you before, so I just want you to introduce yourself to start off with.
Yeah, Mick from Leeds, Belial, originally in Leeds. Grew up playing rugby. Moved from professional rugby into boxing. Started off at Golden Team in Hunslet. That was my first ever boxing gym.
And then, you're obviously 27 right now. We were just talking off camera. Would I be right in saying you're going under the radar? You've got a 12-0 record, which is a pretty good record. So you're probably on the verge of like title fights, but you're going under the radar. Is that deliberate?
Not deliberate, mate. But I'm not really a talker. You know, I get in the gym and I graft. And at the minute, you know, I've joined a new gym in Dickies. So working with Mark and the people in the gym, I've only been out I think twice in the last 2 years. So. Just working on new stuff now and developing myself as a boxer, as a fighter, and learning new things. So taking it steady, and like I say, mate, I don't talk much. So whatever comes, I'll walk through whatever needs to be done.
You're looking at your career, you obviously started off in 2017. You've had like 9 fights within 3 years, so pretty active. So then there's like a big like period where you've not really fought. So what was the reasons for that?
Well, obviously there was the COVID thing that happened. But away from that, I've had ups and downs with my old gym. You see, Golden Team, and you know there were certain stuff that wasn't working for me in there. And then I went away sparring, and I had a couple of problems with my rib, which I'm slowly getting over now. It seems to be feeling alright. I've done a bit of tech work today with Callum, and it seems to be feeling alright. So hopefully. If my development goes how it should with Mark working stuff in here, then hopefully we'll start getting busier. Then 2023 hopefully will be a busy year, depending if Mark's happy with how I'm developing. So
the fans will be curious to know what your boxing style's like. I see that you're a southpaw. There's not many light heavyweight southpaws about either, is there?
No, there isn't, which is a good thing for me. You know, if and when I come up against these lads for, like you say, the titles in the near future, then you know, it's something new for them, which is better for me, because a lot of my fights I think I've only fought one southpaw myself. So hopefully it works hand in hand with me, you know. Being a southpaw, like you said, there's not many around, so it'll be interesting to come up against them type of people and see how they deal with it.
So you're southpaw, just describe your boxing style to me. You're like a boxer mover, or do you come forward?
A bit of both. I don't mind either way. I suppose it's how the fight goes. But at the minute, in the gym, we're working on a lot of weight transfer and staying in the centre a little bit. But then before I joined Dickies, I were a lot of back foot fighting. You know, I didn't mind the rope being on my back and moving that way, mate. But like I say, we're just developing into this new style and getting rid of my old traits that I used to have, which didn't help me. And building on them and making them right in here. So, like I say, mate, just sort of finding my centre of the ring and my weight transfer at the minute.
What is your current like promotional management situation?
I'm with Mark Bateson at the moment. That's where majority of my fights have been, down at Ellen Road Pavilion on Bateson Promotions. So he's my manager and promoter. So I've been with him from the get-go when I first turned pro. So yeah, it's going all right. He's a good bloke.
And when can we see you potentially next back in the ring?
We are looking at March the 4th. That's just been put out there beginning of this week. I'm not sure an opponent yet, but even that being said, it's going to be see how we go through camp. Like I say, me and Mark are new together, so get out sparring, see how I'm developing. If he's happy with my development and how he wants me to fight that night or whatever, then if he says we'll fight, then we go ahead. If not, then he's a boss at the end of the day. If he's not happy with how I'm performing, sparring, training, camp, then it's a no-go, and we stay in the gym and work even harder and longer.
That's quite a good way of going about your business. And just away from boxing, you know, do you work as well, or are you just doing this full time?
No, this is full time. You know, I've got some great sponsors on board. I've got, you know, Quantbet, which has now been changed over to Paradigm. I've got Jake's Truck Shops. I've got Promit. I've got Potter's Forge. I've got some Warwick Ward. I've got some great sponsors. So they're giving me a big help in following my dream and doing it full time.
And I can't let you go without asking about your tattoos, because you seem to be absolutely covered in them. Other than your face, is everywhere else plastered in tattoos?
There's one leg left. All my tattoos mean something on me. I've always got something that means something. So there's just one leg which I'm waiting for something meaningful to come up, and then we'll do it.
See something on your right. It looks. Is it somebody's face just under? Yeah. Who's that?
Yeah, you've got the angel and the angels, an angel devil on this side, just the same as my arms. You've got the bad and the good on, which is part of life. You know, you've got a good side, you've got your bad side, you've got your ups and your downs. So that's what I did. But majority of them are family tattoos. Yeah, I'm big on family.
I see you crossed on there. You're quite a religious bloke as well.
Well, everything I've got on my body in threes is to do. I've got two sisters, so everything in threes. I've got two sisters and my mum, so everything in threes goes there. You know, I've got stairway to heaven for them all. I've got, obviously, you want them all to eventually rest peacefully, and as the old saying goes, go to heaven. So that's why I've got a bit of religious stuff on me. Yeah.
Good stuff, Mick. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, Mick. Do you want to shout out your socials? Are you on social media?
I am on social media. You can get me on Mick_LEARMONTH Boxing on Instagram, Mick LEARMONTH Boxing on Twitter. I'm not big on Twitter, mate. I don't really do Twitter, but mostly Instagram for myself, mate. Yeah, Mick LEARMONTH Boxing on Facebook, yeah.
Good stuff. Is there anything else you want to say before I let you go?
No, not really. Just looking forward to a big 2023 and to my sponsors really that have stuck with me. Like I say, I've got Paradigm, Jake's Truck Shop, Warwick Ward, Potter's Forge, Promit UK. I've got BSC Floor, JW Flooring. I've got Feather Edge. So just a big thank you to them really, mate, and keeping on board and showing the loyalty to me. And hopefully I can make them proud in 2023.
Good stuff, man. Like I said, you're 12-0, so it'd be interesting to see where you are in like 12 months' time. So I'd like to think you're probably knocking on for a title fight. So all the best. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Nice one, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it.